Assalamu alaikum. This is a short video related to an event in the glorious history of Algeria. This is a good book titled Short History of Algiers with a concise view of the origin of the rupture between Algiers and the United States, printed in 1805. I wanted to share with you some of its testimonies about our glorious history. On the 23rd of June 1775, a Spanish fleet composed of 6 big ships, 12 frigates, and 33 other armed vessels was sent to attack Algiers. They had 24,447 men on board under the leadership of Count O'Reilly, who was one of the favorites of the King of Spain. They had 176 pieces of artillery among other military hardware. On the night of 1st of July 1775, the fleet anchored in the Bay of Algiers. They noticed that the Algerians were ready and had a large encampment east of Wad al-Harrach. On July 2nd, when the Spanish tried to disembark, they were hit by a high wind which kept them away from the shores and stuck in the high sea until the 6th day, when the high officers met and reminded themselves that it's common for the Algerians to pretend they are weak to draw an enemy to an ambuscade. On the afternoon of July 6th, they started firing toward the city of Algiers, but their shot did not reach the shore because they were firing from far. So, they came to conquer, but they're afraid to get close, as we say. On July 7th, the orders were given to put about 9,000 men into small boats for landing under the protection of other vessels close to the coast. They were able to land without any issues, and no shot was fired from both sides. On July 8th, another landing happened on the east of Algiers, but this time, and out of the blue, 80,000 Algerians, 2/3 of them being from the cavalry, showed up, but they didn't attack, nor did they interfere with the landing of the Spanish. Their numbers kept increasing until it reached not less than 150,000. The Algerians attacked the Spanish who landed, and they killed between 5,000 to 6,000 soldiers and took 15 pieces of cannon as a war booty, among other things. The number of soldiers that were wounded but were still able to return to Spain were 2,279. The writer then added, and we left much greater number of wounded behind. You can imagine the scale of horror experienced by the Spanish. I hope this is an addition to your historic knowledge.